Already discussed one example for KCL and one example for KVL. This is a summary of equations that we use in KCL and KVL using network graphs. So what is KCL first of all? In KCL, the basic equation is Yn Vn equals to INSE. Here this Vn is unknown and this is known, or we can say this is calculated from the circuit first of all, and then this Yn inverse is pre-multiplied with this INSE and we find the value of Vn. And what is INSE? This INSE is A into IBSE. A is incidence matrix. So equivalent, E for equivalent, S for source and N for nodal. Okay, so nodal source equivalent nodal source current vector is INSE, and equivalent branch source current vector IBSE. So IBSE we observe from the circuit and we pre-multiply it by the incidence matrix. Incidence matrix also, first of all, we draw the graph of the circuit, oriented graph of the circuit, and then this A, matrix A is to be evaluated, then this pre-multiplied with this gives INSE. Another thing is Vn. How to find out this Vn? Okay, this IBSE is also, if there is some voltage source also, then that voltage source has to be converted into the current source. So how to do that? YB, primitive admittance matrix, is to be multiplied by this VBSE, and this is subtracted from branch source vector, and then branch source current equivalent vector is computed. Then this is substituted here. This gives us INSE. INSE is substituted here. How to find out this Yn? Yn is computed by this primitive admittance matrix. Primitive admittance matrix, it is pre-multiplied by A, incidence matrix, and post-multiplied by transpose of incidence matrix. So this gives us the value of Yn. Yn is admittance, nodal admittance matrix. Nodal admittance matrix, we already know that from whenever we discussed KCL in our electrical circuit analysis course, in that KCL we directly wrote this admittance matrix, nodal admittance matrix. This nodal admittance matrix has two types of elements: diagonal elements, which are nothing but the summation of all admittances connected to particular nodes, and off diagonal elements, which are nothing but minus of the admittance between the concerned nodes. तो ये कैलकुलेट होने के बाद में, आफ्टर कैलकुलेटिंग this Vn, from this Vn we can find out branch voltages, and if branch voltages are known, then the branch impedance voltage can be evaluated by adding branch source voltage vector, and then from here, if impedance voltages across impedances in the branches are known, then the currents through the impedances of the branches can also be evaluated by using this formula. In KVL, the same thing. The only difference is that instead of V, now here we are having I, instead of by, here we are having Z, instead of I, here we are having V. Okay, all these formulas are similar to these formulas. Okay, so here instead of using this incidence matrix A, this loop incidence matrix, nodal incidence matrix, A is nodal incidence matrix, and this L is loop incidence matrix. So this loop incidence matrix is also used in the same way. Here this A is used to convert the quantities related to nodes to the quantities related to branches, and vice versa. And here this L is used in order to convert the quantities related to branches to the quantity related to loops, and vice versa. And equivalent, instead of finding out equivalent current source, now we find out equivalent voltage source. So these are the original voltage sources, and original current source have to be converted into voltage sources by pre-multiplying it with the primitive impedance matrix. and then this is subtracted from the original voltage sources, then we get equivalent voltage sources. So all the sources have become voltage sources now, and this is to be substituted here. Now after this, how to find out a ZL? Very similar to this. Instead of A, now we are having L. So primitive impedance matrix is there. So L and LT, they have to be multiplied, and this is nothing but the loop impedance matrix, or we can say mesh impedance matrix. This matrix we already know in our electrical circuit analysis course also. We found this directly from the circuit. So off diagonal elements are nothing but the minus of the impedances common between concerned meshes or concerned loops, and diagonal elements are nothing but the sum of impedances in particular loops. So from here, after substituting these values, this ZL inverse into VLSE, that will give us the value of IL, and from IL we can find out branch currents, from branch currents branch impedance currents, from branch impedance currents branch impedance voltages can be evaluated. So all the quantities can be evaluated. Okay, so this is the way we can apply this analysis. So this was the revision of these formulas, simply the revision. So now instead of using matrix A, we can also use matrix C for nodal analysis. Okay. Similarly, for loop analysis, instead of using matrix L, we can use matrix B. B is nothing but tie set matrix. This C is nothing but cut set matrix. So if suppose instead of a node applying KCL at a node, we can apply KCL at some cut set. What is the meaning of applying KCL at cut set? Algebraic sum of the currents leaving a cut set is 0. Okay, this way, this way, this way. Okay, not this way. Actually, there will be only one twig and remaining are links. And similarly, instead of applying loop analysis KVL in a particular mesh, we can apply this with a particular tie set. Okay, so instead of using matrix L, we can use matrix B. Instead of using matrix A, we can use matrix C here. So all the equations are same. The only thing is that A has been replaced by C in case of KCL, and here in case of KVL, this L has been replaced by B. That is the only difference.